didn't drop it. Okay. Thank you, Yogacara O'Brien. I think, as you mentioned in your remarks, that the topic of how we can not lose heart, given the fact that so many things are going on in this world that detract from peace, that detract from security, is a very timely topic. Thank you for sharing. I really appreciated also hearing the comments from His Holiness, the Dalai Lama, because personally it resonates with me, because I feel like I'm a small individual. There's maybe not that much I can do myself to influence the larger sphere. I can maybe call my representatives and say I would support certain actions and not other actions, but then what happens after that is beyond my sphere of influence, perhaps. But I know that I can always work on myself, and I can work on becoming a more compassionate and loving person. So I appreciate that this Peace Forum today gives us the opportunity to look at many different perspectives. So what I myself can do as an individual, what I myself can do impacting larger circles of influence. So I think it's nice that we have so many different perspectives. And right now, we're going to have the opportunity to hear a couple more perspectives. So we're going to have another panel. Again, these are peacemakers who will be leading their own breakout sessions. I'm going to invite them up to take seats here in the front. They're going to have a few minutes to share about themselves, about what their workshops are going to cover later this afternoon, and then we're going to open it up again to the audience for questions and answers. So the first person that I'm going to welcome up to take a seat is Reverend Muti Imani. Her workshop later this afternoon will be called Building Bridges, Uniting Communities to Heal Racial Wounds. She is a social justice minister of the East Bay Church of Religious Science and the principal facilitator of the Oakland Peacekeepers Project. So please join me in welcoming her. Also serving on this panel is Sarah Talcott Blair. Her workshop will be titled Talking Back to Hate, Mobilizing Young Passion for Peace. And we know that there are at least some people interested in talking about what young people can do. She was actually the first youth program director for the United Religions Initiative and the coordinator of the United Religions Initiative's Global Youth Cooperation Circles. She currently serves as the United Religions Initiative's, I'm going to abbreviate that, URI, as URI's Talking Back to Hate campaign coordinator, and she's also a restorative justice volunteer at a middle school in Oakland. And then also on this panel is Pablo Fuentes. He is the director of New Hope Resources, and before starting his private practice, he worked as a psychiatric rehab therapist in a psychiatric hospital for 9 years, and he has served over 30 years as a pastor in various churches in the Bay Area. His workshop later this afternoon is called Replacing Aggression with Compassion, Psychological and Spiritual Approach. So welcome him as well. So I'm not sure what happened. Oh, there it is. Here's our other microphone. So again, our panelists will have the opportunity to introduce themselves, a few points about what they want to cover later this afternoon in their workshop, and then comments maybe that arose when they were listening to our keynotes. And then we will open it up for the audience.